Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your HYPOXiX coach for today, and we have level 1.4 supine release. This is a level 1 beginner mobility exercise, and it's a level 4 released mobility breathography, meaning we're adding in our 6 stacked inhales and then a 12-second slow exhalation. Now we are using our ab ribbon as tactile feedback that we're staying nice and relaxed with our abs. So we're mobilizing our abs, we're mobilizing our pelvic floor, we're staying as relaxed here as possible as we go through this exercise. So let's practice our mobility breath for today. 6 stacked inhales, little sniffs of air through the nostrils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Filling the ab ribbon, and then a slow 12-second exhale through the nostrils, not forcing the exhale like we do in our engaged exhale, but in direct opposition, we're letting the air just seep out of our nostrils as we go through that super slow exhalation. Now, those stacked inhales, much slower than I just demonstrated. On each click of the metronome, we're getting a stacked inhale. So close your eyes, relax the pelvic floor, relax the abdomen. Let's take our 6 stacked inhales in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale 12, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, so soft, and 8, 9, 10, 11, and a 12. And you saw me put my finger under my nostrils. I'm testing myself just to make sure that the air is seeping and I'm not forcing that air out of my nostrils. Now let's come back to the wall and let's integrate that breath pattern. We have 3 breath cycles into our hip mobility release for today. As per usual, if you're working with a HYPOXiX coach and they suggested a variation on this exercise based on your assessment, you always want to follow that. Otherwise, this is a perfect starting place. So let's begin. I'm going to press my right foot into the wall. Now, it's important that you're actually pressing your foot into the wall here. So you're going to cross that foot across the body a little bit, so it's like halfway between the 2 sit bones. Right now, my right foot is underneath my right sit bone. I'm going to cross it across in between the 2, or you can think like underneath the tailbone. So just crossing the body a little bit to optimize the release of your primary hip flexor, the psoas. Now, the fingers are interlaced. I like putting them behind the head and pulling them apart with force. So if the fingers are slippery, they'd pull apart like that to optimize the opening of the pecs as we go through this exercise, okay? So I'm pressing my right foot into the wall, the whole foot tripod. That's big toe, pinky, and center of heel. I'm pushing down into the wall. So see what that does. It's gently dropping my right hip. Now I'm gonna squeeze my right glute gently. That's one of the it's really the primary muscle that you're thinking about squeezing. Otherwise, you're thinking stay relaxed with your pelvic floor, stay relaxed with your abs. There is going to be a gentle engagement of the abs naturally because of my cueing of you pressing your low back into the ground and also pressing your ribs into the ground. So we're fully flattening, especially that right rib pressing into the ground. So see what happens when I push my right foot tripod hard into the wall and I flatten my right low back and my right rib, I am opening up that front of that right hip. It feels great. So whole foot tripod presses in, right rib down, right low back down, gentle right glute engagement. There's the position. Now let's tack on our breath cycle, staying as relaxed as possible, squeezing the right glute in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 12, 2, and a 3, and 4, 5, push into the wall, 7, 8, 9, 10, through the nostrils, and 12, stacked, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale, 12, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, push into the wall, and 11, and 12, gentle glute, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale 12, 2, and 3, 4, right low back, pressing it into the ground, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and a 12. Oh, wow, that is such an amazing exercise, and I'm sure that you feel the abdominals working lightly while you think about relaxing them. Is one of the most effective ways to mobilize a muscle, right? Activating and bringing blood flow to a muscle and working it as you're mobilizing it is just an extremely effective strategy for getting those mobility results. Now it's time to do it on the other side. So either rewind the video about 60 seconds so we can perform the exercise together, or you can stop the video now once you're skilled at the exercise. Just stay true to those slow stacked inhales, 1 on every click of the metronome, and then that slow 12-second exhale. You may want to put a metronome on your phone at 60 beats per minute so that you can get that guidance and that practice until it becomes organic and involuntary of staying slow with those stacked inhales and that slow 12-second exhale to optimize not only your hip in your total body mobility results, but also the recovery of your nervous system.